but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
Man, like something about this March Madness, Carl been waiting all year. Carl said, "Look, man, my NBA team ain't that good, so I'm watching NBA basketball, and I kind of feel them because it's been entertaining. Like we got the ladies turning up, like we said, we got people jumping out of the crowd. They so excited that the girls is balling now. We got Caitlin Clark out here just breaking records. Angel Reese calling people trash. Like I'm just loving what's going on in basketball as far as college basketball because what the Wizards is doing, trust me, you want to watch some college basketball. But we got a few coaching changes that happened as well. So, some people say coaches don't make adjustments at halftime, but it's looking like these colleges are making these coaches adjustments. They like, hey, Jerry, Juwan, you're done, son. Like, I don't want to sound so bad, but it's like, you're done, son. Both of them got fired recently. The first one I think we're gonna touch on is Jerry Stackhouse. He was told last Thursday that, hey man, your time here at Vanderbilt is concluded. We're gonna give you a $15 million payout. That's what some people are expecting. But thank you. But no thank you. And we're gonna talk about Juwan Howard too. Juwan Howard was fired, Fab Five member. Some people may remember Juwan from that scuffle that he had I think that was around the pandemic time or right after the pandemic. But Dave, both of these coaches are now out. What's your reaction?
Well, I'm not surprised by either firing, honestly. Not surprised by either one. So Jerry Stackhouse, I'll start with him first. He was the head coach for the Vanderbilt Commodores, but they had a horrible season. They were 9-23 on the season, and he had a overall bad record in the SEC. He was 28-60 in the SEC. So 3 losing seasons in 5 years is not going to give you any success.
Woo!
Okay. Start off. The guy that needed to be here. What up, Kev? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Welcome to the Luca and Kyrie show, sponsored by R2L's greatest sports platform on the net. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Hashtag Hurts for MVP. Hashtag Ski Mask Howie. Yeah, he is definitely a ski mask. He just robbed Hassan Reddick with some money. Hashtag Go Mavs Go.
And look, while the super chat is up here, hey Kevo, shout out to TK Sweets. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna make an order when I come out there this weekend.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make an order too. Definitely making an order.
Have seen it. Got $5 super chat.
Hey.
Dallas thing.
That's facts. Jerry Stackhouse, even though he had a terrible record, if I'm him, I'm not too upset because I'm walking away with $15 million. He got a $15 million buyout from the Commodores. And one thing that I'm not sure if this is what Joe was about to touch on, but there's a specific reason as to why they aren't competitive. Because the mindset of him as a head coach is not what you need for success. Just from what he said. He said that he came there to just be a part, like close to the level of where the best basketball teams are. And that's not the mindset you should have as a head coach, in my opinion. You should have the mindset that you want to be better than everyone or be great. Not be on par with everybody else. You want to be great. And then he's pretty much using the NIL as an excuse as to why his team is not doing well. Is that what you were about to touch on, Joe?
Yeah, no, you're good. I
okay.
We
I just want to make sure I'm not taking your entire point. That's all.
No. Go ahead. Right. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah. So he basically, so I have his comment right here. He said, when we first started here, we thought just getting on par with the other schools, having facilities and things like that would help. Now that's not enough. Used to be where you could go, you make all the calls and go show kids as much as you can, do all those type of things. Now you got to reach out to their agents. You know what I'm saying? That's where it is in order to really get in the door. NIL, that's a big part of it. You got to be a player in that. Quite frankly, we haven't been a big player in that just yet. So he's not adjusting to what all the other coaches are doing. all the other coaches are using the NIL as an advantage.
Exactly.
You got to look at Duke, look at North Carolina, look at UConn, look at all the top schools in college basketball. They're using the NIL to their advantage to get the best players. Duke still hasn't missed out on good players. North Carolina hasn't missed out on good players. Purdue hasn't missed out on good players. Neither has schools like Houston. You look at Houston. Houston's a number 1 seed in college basketball right now, and it's like, all right, what else are you going to do? I mean, yes, you're in Vanderbilt, so it's not. You don't look at that school as a college basketball or even a college football school. Honestly, that's more of a baseball school. That's more of a college baseball school. But you gotta adjust. If you want more, use your name. You're Jerry Stackhouse. You played in the NBA. You used to play for North Carolina. You used to play you play for the Dallas Mavericks. You play for the Washington Wizards. Like, you're known. Use that as an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You see what Deion Sanders did. That's prime. He's also in Colorado, a school that ain't known for a lot in college. And even though they didn't have a great season, he got look at all these recruits he pulled in because of the NIL. So Jerry Stackhouse, I'm sorry, you just got swept out because you didn't adjust to the game.
Joe, before you go, Dave, could you read that quote one more time that he said?
The last part?
Yeah.
Or the entire thing?
Nah, just the last part.
You have to be a player. I'm going to start here. That's where it is in order to really get in the door. NIL, that's a big part of it. You have to be a player in that. Quite frankly, we hadn't been a player in that yet.
Wasn't this the same Jerry Stackhouse when LeBron went down to Miami that was on NBA TV telling him, hey, man, I'm just trying to get down to Miami so I can steal me a ring. So clearly, Jerry, you know how to pitch for a job. So why would you say that to them kids? You going to blame the NIL? No. Do the same thing that you did on NBA TV to say, hey, look, I am Jerry Stackhouse. Like, we're not saying like Jerry Stackhouse was a top 5, like he was Jordan or somebody, but Jerry Stackhouse, when you hear Jerry Stackhouse name, you know who Jerry Stackhouse is. Whether you're a Wizard, he did somehow, some way end up on Miami. I don't know how it happened, but he got down there.
Hey, you say he
did, but he ain't win a ring, so that's on him.
See, and then look, he probably said the same thing leaving out of Miami. He was like, you know what, man? Maybe if LeBron was there, he probably blame LeBron instead of just blaming something that he could have did. Mm-hmm. So for me, everything that you said, Dave, I agree with it. Because look at you, won your record, 70-92. Yes, when he first got there, they were like 0-18. He led them to their first double-digit season, and then they got to a tournament. But at the end of the day, you have to build upon that success. You can't just let that one run ruin everything. And then a lot of coaches are going to start to use that NIL as an excuse. They're going to try to use it. And so one more thing to piggyback off of your Deion Sanders thing, Deion Sanders did exactly what we telling Jerry. Use your name and your momentum to attract players. Nobody wanted to go to a HBCU to play football. Deion Sanders went down there, and how many kids started going to Jackson? How many kids, once he went to Colorado, was cold? It's cold. Prime even know it's cold.
It's freezing.
Look how many kids is going to Colorado now. So, look, Jerry, you could have been a little bit better at what you were doing. But that 15 mil, I ain't mad at you. Drop a super chat.
Yeah. But I agree with both of y'all. Piggyback over what Dave said, the NIL deal. I was gonna go that route. And you said it. Use your name, your likeness, man. Use your name and your likeness, all right? And if anything, the NILs is actually helping the smaller schools, in my opinion. Like, you look at last year's Final Four, who we had? We had Miami, DU, all right? Mm-hmm. We had UConn, Florida Atlantic, and San Diego State. And that's because of the talent is spread out now. The talent spread out, I believe, more. The people who was normally complaining about the NIL deals are the big schools. The people who used to get all the talent, and now all the talent is not coming to the big schools.
Yep, like Alabama in football, because Nick Saban had a huge problem with the NIL.
He retired.
I mean, the Charger, the Dodge dealership. Never mind.
I'll keep my going with the analogy. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, I ain't gonna start no way.
All right, man. Hey, man, Roscoe Jenkins. But look, though, man. My whole thing is you gotta use your name and likeness, man. And then like Jerry Stackhouse, since he's been there, the last time they made it to the NCAA tournament was 2017. Since he's been, they missed the tournament. They say, you know what? Let's get Jerry Stackhouse. Let's go get a former NBA player, former great college player from UNC, right? UNC. So we're gonna bring him in, and they haven't made a tournament. They haven't made an NCAA tournament, you know. And like they said, this year is terrible. All right, so. I mean, I'm not mad at this. Like you say, he's still getting 15 mil. All right. And will he get another chance? Hopefully so, you know. But I mean, those comments in the press conference doesn't help your case, you know, right? So because we in a new era with the NIL, sorry, they're not gonna go away because every time coaches and organizations kill the NILs, it just looks bad because at the end of the day, the kids are receiving money. You know, they're able to take care of their family because of this. So every time you hear negativity about it, oh, the competition, it's a lot of schools are doing good with it. So get with the program, adjust with the new time. So I'm not mad at the firing, and I understand why they did it.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Step your game up. Now for Juwan